Hey guys, it's Hookshot. I'm going to attempt to make a tutorial on how to make things easier beating the mom boss. The tips and tricks that I use, assuming that you don't know any of those tips and tricks. So the first thing is I'm going to need a flying slash mobility aid hookshot slash flashlight. That's what I use to make this fight easier. So I'll show you how to make one. We're going to start with the hookshot. Start with the, if I can remember where it is. Come on, it's not that hard to find, is it? Mobility, where's the, oh, here we go. So start with the hook shot, and you're going to need to have Goop unlocked. So take 4 pieces of Goop, put them on the handle is what I would recommend, in a row. Now get 4 box fans, face them so that the thing on top, there's like a box thing sticking up, face that downwards, and try to face the box fan towards down from you. So this will help you fly. So in order to fly over the water in the mom boss, you'll need 3 to 4 box fans. I'm going to do 4 box fans just to be safe because I'm not sure if 3 will do it. So you can just kind of stick them on top of each other. That's 2. They're kind of bulky. If you have time, go to the dupe machine and dupe box fans until you get tiny box fans. They're much easier to build with. And one more, 4. Now, I don't know if I have enough research points to save this as a Goop invention, but if I can, I will. It's not sticking. Let me put one more Goop on. I don't know what I did wrong. Gotta make this video short because I don't have a lot of time. So, there. Let me see if I have a spot where I can put this in my invention saving machine, because it'll be better if you save it as an invention. Now, scan and spawn it. Now this way you'll be sure it won't fall apart while you're trying to use it. Now, don't want to waste all these materials, but I don't have anything else to do with them. Come on. I forgot one thing. It's not super crucial. You can put a flashlight in one of your hip slots. You don't super need a flashlight, but in the daycare center it'll be nice to have. Okay, flashlight right there. Actually, let's do flashlight in this left hip slot, okay? Now get a weapon. Either baseball bat or pinata bat. Okay. Now I think we're ready to go. Now first we go to the forest. And find the place where it drops off. And then you'll see the dark part of the forest. And somewhere in here is a side passage to a graveyard. Let me make sure my volume's turned down enough that y'all can hear me really well over the noise. I want to make sure you can hear my instructions even when the mom boss music can be loud. So I'm gonna make the game kind of quiet so that make sure you can hear everything I'm saying. Okay, let's try to go fast. With 4 fans, you should be able to go pretty fast, depending on how you angle it. Now fly through this school area. Make sure to stay high enough that the clown doesn't grab you. You can see how bulky this flying machine is. That's why if you can go to the dupe machine and create tiny box fans, they're easier to deal with, but this works okay. Okay, now put your weapon on your hip slot or in your backpack to do this puzzle part. Just grab the pieces and shove them where they go. Probably already know how to do this part. This part's easy, it's just time consuming. I'm not used to this. My box fans are a little bit off center, so. Okay. Now let's go to the daycare center. Now, before you touch the slide, have your weapon ready. I like to hold my weapon so that it's lined up with my arm, like it's an extension of my arm, because I stand on it. I put my arm at my side and I stand in the middle of the cup that collects the blocks. And then I use a hook shot to pull the blocks to me. Now, the trick with the hook shots is if the block you need doesn't have any other blocks blocking it, you can just pull it straight to you. But if there's blocks that it'll hit and pull the wrong blocks in, hook shot the top edge of the block, which will make it flip up in the air. And while it's up in the air, hook shot it again and grab it and pull it into the cup. I'll do this in my video and try to, hopefully you can get the hang of that. Now, the first person who goes in can use a hook shot on the blocks. If you have two people, the second person to enter the slide will not be able to use the hook shot. So one of you needs to be the assigned hook shot guy, and that guy needs to go in first, okay? So hang out near the edge and watch for shadows on the ground. The shadow is where the block's gonna fall. Don't let the blocks land on you. And as soon as they fall and they don't land on you, fly over and stand in the middle of the cup. Stand on top of your thing. Okay, we want yellow. So I'll hook shot the top edge. See how it pops up? Hook shot the top edge, pops up, pop it up. Now for the dancing, when she says to put her hand up, put it up as high as you can. When she says to put it down, you can just hold it to your chest. You don't have to actually put your hand down by your butt or anything. Like, it just needs to not be up. There needs to be a big difference between how high one hand is and how high the other hand is when you're dancing. Now we'll do blocks one more time, I think. Watch out for those shadows. 5, okay. Let me grab the edge of this circle, fling it, grab these circles. Got it. Practice, you'll get better at that with more practice. It might not be easy at first. The dancing also gets easier with practice as well. I like to say it in my head, like left, left, right. I mean out, out, right. I call it out when she puts both hands out, and I call it up when both are up. And then when one's right is up, I call it right, and when left is up, I call it left. So I'll do like out, out, up. I'll say it while she does it. Okay, now for the zombies, make sure to hit them on top of their heads. Kills them faster. If you have buffs, hitting them on top of their head will kill them once, unless they're the giant zombies. If there's two of you, you might get giant zombies. Now hang out around the edge. Don't be under the shadow of the hands or they'll hit you and kill you. Break these nails when you get a chance, but you don't need to rush too much. Your priority should probably be on making sure the zombies aren't killing you. So make sure to keep them under control and stay near the edge. Stay away from the shadow. The nails should take 4 or 5 hits with a pinata bat or a baseball bat. When they take less hits than that, that's because they're bugged. And that's why we have to reset it, which we will do in a minute. You can reset it by dying and running back, but I like to do it by flying, because then I don't risk losing my items. But it's less risky. And it's actually faster. You don't have to risk running past the puppet. If the puppet eats you and kills you, you will go all the way back to spawn and have to start all over. So that's the worst thing that can happen. Sometimes you can switch to the back side to get the last nails, like the thumbnails. You can switch to being back here instead of the front if it's easier, which it is sometimes. Okay, they all appear broken to me. So now it's time to get out of here. Now fly, if you're facing her hands like this, fly diagonal to the left and stay close to the top of the water. And start looking. You can even reach your bat out so that you can see when your bat's in the water. And start looking for that shadowy shape down there. See that round thing with the rectangle on it? That's where we're going. That's where the slide is. As soon as we get to the edge of the water, turn off your fan and fall. And touch the slide again. This will reset the fingernails back to what they really are so that you can break the ones that are bugged. You can break the nails that are glitched. Okay? Only thing to be careful of when you spawn back into this room, sometimes if you're not lucky, you could spawn underneath your hand and you could get killed. So try not to do that. There's only so much you can do. I think there's 2 fingernails left now. Now, something I'm going to tell you now before it's time. This flying machine with 4 box fans is too heavy to run around with while you're gathering the pillows. So when it's time to gather the pillows, which is right now, put it down. So I'm going to hook shot it and let it go so that it'll be attached to the ground. That way, and I'll put my weapon on my hip slot. Now look everywhere. Keep your eyes peeled. Be near the edge and look everywhere for those pillows so you can run and grab them. Now after the scream, take out your weapon because there might be leftover zombies. And you can also use your weapon to deflect the balls if you need to. Like if they're coming for you, you're supposed to be able to bounce them off. It doesn't always work. I'll try it again when one's coming towards me. Or see, look, I bounced that one. See, look, whack. Okay, put your weapon on your hip slot. She's gonna scream again. Look everywhere. See, I'm getting lucky. They're spawning pillows really close to me. Now after each scream, look in the very middle and there should be a piece of food. Eat that if you need to. And pull out your weapon again. And be ready for any possible zombies or bouncing the balls away from you. Now don't hang around where these red lines are because that means the ball's gonna come. And if the balls hit you, they do a lot of damage. The balls do a lot more damage than the zombies. See, look, I just got hurt pretty bad by one of these. Oh, wow. I just got hit several times, and I'm almost dead. Okay, put my weapon away. She's gonna scream. Oh, wow, she's really helping me make my video. Make sure the pillow blocks the laser beam. There's a laser beam from her head to you. The pillow will only work if it's blocking that laser beam. So if you hold the pillow in the wrong place, you'll still die during the scream. If you're not able to both grab the pillows in time, what I would do if there's 2 people, she should drop 2 pillows. So make a deal with your friends. Say like, okay, when we're looking at her, let's divide the room into quadrants or in halves. And let's say a pillow on this side of the room is for me and on that side of the room the pillow's for you. Try to come up with a plan of how you're going to pick which pillow to get when there's 2 of you doing this. Because what's going to happen sooner or later is a pillow's going to fall close to you and your friend, and you're both going to try to grab the same pillow, and then one of you will die. So try to come up with a plan of how you're going to decide who's going to grab what pillow. And that's pretty much it. That's all I can think of. I hope that helps. And get your reward. Let's see what it is. Realistic pickaxe. I have a bunch of those. And then you just leave. Watch out for the puppet. He could be waiting for you when you come out. And that's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful. And thanks for watching.